right, time for Adam of the Movies.
How about this? Yeah, so based on Danny Lyon's 1967 book called The Bikeriders, writer and director Jeff Nichols has created sort of an ephemera piece. Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
If he keeps riding, he's gonna die one way or another.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I need you. Some people would rather crash than slow down.
Boy, you can almost gritty. You can almost feel the grease in your hair, the smell of the gasoline and cigarettes, and the sound of a Harley Davidson that's been chopped and rolling down the road. You get that Easy Rider feel, right? I mean, it's all there.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got basically a James Dean lookalike in Austin Butler, and you've got a Marlon Brando, Heath Ledger-esque Tom Hardy, who's the gang leader of the Vandals in Chicago. So this is a fictional tale based on this picture book from 1967. And what you get here is exactly what it looks like. Like I said, a very ephemera, steeped story. You've got all of this narrated by Jodie Comer, who is the love interest of Austin Butler. And so this whole time, it's almost kind of like a pseudo-documentary. She's describing how this bike gang came together in the 60s, how they became friends. They were all misfits. They were all looking to fit in, and they were all having fun. And they weren't paying attention to the rules of society, but they were creating their own rules. And then in the 70s, as we had more troops coming back from Vietnam who also wanted a place to fit in, and other people who had identified with the biker gangs, the tide started to turn. And so it stopped being sort of this fun thing, and it started almost becoming, it went from outlet to outlaw. And that's kind of the story that we're given here. The unfortunate thing that I find with this film, as much as I love a lot of the cinematography and I like a lot of the acting that's going on, is the narrative in this story isn't as rich as I personally would like. It doesn't really give us a huge arc. We don't see our characters really transcend something. We see, you know, I discussed this last week. You have an option A and an option B, and usually, you know, you have to choose one or the other, but really the real answer is they have to choose option C. Or there's another concept called the hero's quest, where a character has to leave the village, go out, find the answer, come back and save the village. That's very common themes in many films these days. We don't get either of those. We just kind of get A or a B. And what does he do? He chooses one of them. I won't spoil it for you. So we're not really given a super rich narrative, but you are getting that feel of riding on a hog that's been chopped. You get that a lot, and that in itself is kind of fun. The film itself runs about an hour, 56 minutes, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's rated R. Clearly not appropriate for children on this one.
Good build there.
Yes, clearly not
It
appropriate.
goes without saying, right?
Yeah. But I'll give it a solid 2 pops for the weekend. So if you're looking to escape the heat and you want to know what it's like to be part of the gang for the weekend, this is your ticket. So,
I just wonder if you can come with me while I watch it and narrate.
you don't need it because, the people that are in this, by the way, you've got Michael Shannon, you've got, who else? You've got Michael Shannon, Norman Reedus, Boyd Holbrook, Damian Harriman. I mean, the cast of these guys, they all grease up so well. Like, you can almost smell them just through the screen. So they really embody this quite nicely. And I mean that with all sincerity and from a place of love, as somebody who used to ride a scooter and thought he was really tough. Like, these guys, they embody it really nicely.
Good stuff. All right, Adam.
Thank you so much, Adam.